year, I think they could add a defenseman.
Okay.
The guys I have my eye on, Pavel Mintyukov from Saginaw, and as Megan mentioned to us, Denton Mateychuk and Moose Jaw. So it'll be interesting.
Okay.
One's big, one's smaller. See what they do.
2 1s and 2 2s tonight for Beaker. Former Hartford Whaler legend. Look at him. Cleans up nice.
The Anaheim Ducks would like to wish Kim Marchment, the Marchment family, and the entire the San Jose Sharks our warmest sympathies. With the 10 selection, the Anaheim Ducks select Pavel Mintyukov from the Saginaw Spirit.
Turn your head and Mintyukov. You're on a roll, Brian Boucher.
I wish I was betting. Maybe I'd make some money here.
6'1", 200 Russian defenseman shoots left.
Yeah, listen, the Saginaw team was not very good, but this guy was lights out for them. Played in every situation, power play, penalty kill. What's interesting about this kid, too, is that the year that the OHL did not play, he came over from Russia, stayed in Saginaw to learn the language, to get acclimated. And, you know, to me, that shows a willingness to want to make it to the National Hockey League. And if there's any concern about Russians right now as to whether you pick them or not, Mintyukov is staying in the United States. He's in North America.
Okay.
So there's no concern about whether he will be here or not.
All right.
He is here. This is a talented player. More size than Mateychuk, and I think maybe that's why in the end Anaheim went that route.
Ducks have selected one D-man in the first round of the last 6 drafts. Drysdale 6 overall in 2020, Megan.
He has great skating ability, which allows him to join the rush, improve skating too after a growth spurt, and he has movement in the offensive zone to improve shot quality.
And listen, the big thing for me, from speaking to a lot of people back in the O, is the fact that he competed on every shift, even knowing that they didn't have a good year. And the fact that he's able to put up the points, third in the OHL in points scored by defensemen, but competing as hard as he did, never playing to where they were in the standings, but relishing the matchups against a lot of elite teams that he played against and a lot of the one-on-one matches.
And from what I heard, too, you know, keep in mind their team was not very good, yet he still played inside a team structure. And you think about that. You're a young kid. You want to showcase your abilities because you're not on a great team, yet he stayed within the team concept. All that and staying in the United States when he came over the year before, it speaks to high character on this kid like this pick.
Yeah, they needed a prospect on the blue line, and they have one. Mike Grace by the Devils, and of course the Rangers already there.
Oh yeah.
But teams like that, so that's the concern. They need to hit these picks out of the ballpark if they want to continue this run with Alex Ovechkin at the center of the core. Washington Capitals, Penguins on deck, picking 20th overall.
Washington Capitals select from Omsk, Russia, Iván Miroshnichenko.
Well, there you go. They figure they got a guy that maybe can get a player over here. You know, they got someone named Alex Ovechkin that might have some, power. What's this player like, Megan Chaika?
I think he's the most talented player in this draft class.
What?
Yes, yes. He is, the most widely projected prospect and definitely a dark horse. And part of that was he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and missed a lot of this season. So we don't have a lot of data on him, but he excels in driving to the net in the offensive zone, carries the puck to scoring areas, and his goal-scoring ability, puck recoveries, plays an aggressive style, causing turnovers. And he doesn't need many quality shots. He capitalizes. He scores. You want this player on your team? I will say now, I think he'll be a superstar in the NHL in 5 years.
Love it.
This is a steal for Washington Capitals right here.
Okay.
It really is a testament to the young man. As you can tell, you see he's got the buzz cut, having gone through the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And working towards a full, complete recovery. I've spoken to a lot of people over in Russia. A good buddy of mine, Dave Nemirovsky, that coaches in the KHL, an outstanding young coach, always has had great things to say about him the last 2 years. This guy, I think the Washington Capitals have got an absolute steal. Meg, I'm with you on this. This is a great pick by them.
You wonder when a kid goes through what he went through, the adversity of getting sick like that, what it does for somebody in their passion and their love for the game. And when they get through that, I mean, you're going to find a real focused, dialed-in player. I mean, you almost get a new lease on life and a new appreciation for the game.
Sure.
Obviously, the Capitals must feel very confident about the whole situation, not only health-wise, but also, Weeksy, that you mentioned about getting the Russian players over here, obviously with the big one, the grade 8. They probably feel very good about getting him over here, and he could be a great mentor for this kid. Powerful kid.
Yeah.
He looks like a tank to me right there. A guy that'd be tough to contain.
Yeah, muscles in his forehead. Captain Russia and the Hlinka Gretzky Cup. He had 4 goals in 5 games, and then silver at U18, 6 goals in 7 games. Yeah.
Okay? Because you're producing all these track athletes, volleyball, football, basketball, everything else, baseball, and seeing that there was an area of need and a potential growth in being able to really enhance the development model. I love what they've done at USA Hockey.
And out of all the kids that they've interviewed, they seem like great kids, too. Some of them can be pretty cocky with attitude. These kids all seem really cool. Here come the Wild again. Billy Guerin's second pick just in the last half hour.
With the 24th selection, the Minnesota Wild, they're proud to select from Magnitogorsk of the KHL, Danila Yurov.
Oh, well, again, they have a high-end Russian player.
Yeah.
And whether or not that, matters in this situation or any situation, we don't know. But tell us about this player, Meg.
He's a great player. I'm actually surprised he's still available. So they must be over the moon. He plays a puck possession style. He wants to carry the puck and create chances. He plays a high pace and can execute at full speed, exactly what you want in the modern NHL.
Right.
A quality entry player and high controlled entry rate who attacks the middle of the ice. Talented. That's every time I called any scout, that's the first thing they would say. So surprised he's there. Great pickup. We'll love to see what he does in the NHL.
Electricity crossing the blue line.
Yeah.
That's what one person explained it to me. Look at this. I mean, that's a 1-on-3.
Yep.
And he'll scare the living daylights out of you when he has that puck coming in.
One-timer.
Yeah, I mean, probably teams were scared off right now, and it's understandable.
Only reason.
Yeah, it's understandable as to why they would be, but for Billy Guerin and his crew, probably figuring, with having Kirill Kaprizov there, this is much like the Washington Capitals, they figure, it's a comfortable situation. Once he gets over here, it'd be a nice transition for him, but this is a really talented player.
Talented player. He really shredded up the Tier 2, really, the junior version over in the KHL. But once playing with men, he played in a lot of games. He asserted himself well.
40 of them.
He wasn't exactly, which is very, very rare.
It's like a trade here. I think it's a Peter Mrazek maybe involved trade with Toronto and Chicago. Let's hear it from the commish.